Hey everybody, a bit of a different kind of video today because everyone in the Stones fan online community is in mourning today because we lost one of our dearest friends, Mr. Gary Galbraith, also known as Gazza. Gary was the creator of the Off Messageboard and was a mainstay and staple in all the major Rolling Stones message boards like Rocksoft and also on IORR. He was, in a word, a legend. He was the all-knowing, all-powerful force in terms of Rolling Stones everything. Anything that was recorded in the last 100 years, I think Gary has heard it. And his level of knowledge was encyclopedic. It was incredible. And if you had visited any one of those websites or message boards at any point, you most likely learned something from one of his posts. The session between Gary and I here was for a video I was going to put together titled My Favorite Brian Jones Songs from the Brian Jones era. And I thought it'd be best to celebrate our friend Gary by presenting this conversation in full, completely unedited, because his wit and his charm and his intellect all come shining through in this conversation. And I thought that would be the best way for everyone to get a glimpse of this guy that we all loved. So I hope you enjoy it. Gary, you will be greatly missed by everyone. My condolences to his family and his friends. Gary Galbraith, the world's greatest Rolling Stones fan. I'm going to switch this because there you go. I don't need to be the focus, Gare. Is that all right?
Oh, God.
You're the star, not me.
Oh, fuck no. Don't give me that.
No, because I play a very small role here. I wish I wasn't included in the shot at all. I don't know how to get rid of me because I don't need to be here.
There's a lot of crap going on in the background here, so
Oh no, it's fine. I know there's nothing going on. That's great. Nice. Oh, I read that you saw Lucinda Williams recently. How was she?
Oh, she was great. I mean, she's really frail now. You know, I mean, she needs help walking on and off the stage. And she doesn't play guitar because she had that stroke 3 years ago. Although she has been playing a bit of guitar again lately, but she wasn't actually playing it. I saw her last year on her birthday, and I thought she was actually frailer when I saw her last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much more touring she's got in it. The show was excellent. You know, they this year and last year they were supported by a band called L.A. Edwards, and they're from L.A. and they're sort of up and coming sort of alt country band. They're fucking brilliant, really superb, and I think they're coming back to Europe this summer to sort of headline a few shows. But they're brilliant songwriters, great musicians, you know.
Oh, I'll have to look into them. Yeah. Oh, I adore her so much. And I am sad that she is a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen her several times, met her a couple of times as well. She's lovely. You know, she's a really nice person.
Did you read her book?
Yeah, I brought it with me. I was hoping to get it autographed.
Oh, nice. And did you get it?
No, we didn't. We didn't wait around for long enough. I think just, you know, we didn't get a chance to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm so glad that. Though, so I was surprised to read that. Yeah, that guitar player was not with her anymore, and he's been with her for a long time.
Not so much. I mean, Doug Pettibone's been with her for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Mark Ford in from the Black Crowes, but the other guy apparently, I think I was reading on IORR, he has health problems, and that's why he hasn't been touring.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, all right. Well, let's giddy up here. Okay, so I mean, there's not much from me that I need to involve myself for this, so I'm just gonna hand over the mic to you, and say as much as you want.
Oh no, you ask me questions, and I'll
okay. Yeah, I might. I might. The format of the video might not be so much back and forth. It'll just be um, like a person like you mentioning the track and speaking on it, and then
Yeah.
I'll have samples of the track playing. So it won't be too much of a conversation.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, as it is more like a playlist suggestion from everybody. So yeah, so speak as much as you want on each of the
You
tracks.
want me to tell you what the 5 songs are?
No, you don't have to. No, you can go. You
Oh,
can
wait, so
go.
you just added that in later.
Yeah, I'll just be going down the line. I'll be editing everyone's in a row.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, so whenever you're ready, you give me. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if your list was from number 5 to 1. I don't know if it was worst to
It was
best.
in no, it was in no particular order. It was just 5 songs. Really, and they're not the obvious ones. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's going to pick Jumpin' Jack Flash and
yeah.
Sympathy for the Devil and stuff like that. Um, the one I picked that really, and this is one of my favorite Stone songs, is "You Can't Catch Me."
Hmm.
Um, we're recording here now, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll start that. I'll do that again.
If you could come in a little closer to the mic just for a little bit more projection, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. The one that really stood out for me, and it's not a song that a lot of people would have on their top uh, favorite Stone songs, is "You Can't Catch Me." It's a Chuck Berry cover. It's on their second album. Um, just by my reckoning, the Stones have covered officially about 12 Chuck Berry songs, and they've done a few others that they've played live and never released. This is the only one they've released that they've never played live, and it's which is a strange one because I always thought it would be fantastic in concert. Um, what it is I love about this is Bill Wyman's bass playing. Um,
Hmm.
it's a lot of people think if you ask them what Bill Wyman's finest moment on a Stone song is, and a lot of people would say "The Shoot" or something like that.
Right.
I think it's this. I think that the solo part of this is unbelievable. It's like an express train. It is just fantastic. And I was actually reading about it on Ian McPherson's site, timeisonmyside.com. A little plug for Ian. That it's actually Keith's favorite song on the record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which surprises me that they never played it. I always thought one of my wish lists was them to play this on a B stage. Back
Oh, yeah.
when they did the B stage, back when they did the B stage, and
Right.
it was a part of the show where they'd play deep cuts or blues songs or R&B songs, but B stage became a bit of a waste after a
Mhm.
while. They just put wasted stuff on it.
It was
But
basically the like a Rolling Stone stage.
yeah, it became a sing along nonsense.
Yeah.
Um, so it was long past its sell by date for me. But back whenever they did it at first on the Bridges to Babylon tour, when it was a regular thing, and they would play Chuck Berry songs and stuff like that, and I thought this would be perfect on
Mhm.
it. Never happened, unfortunately. But yeah, great song. As I say, Bill is amazing on that song. Um, this is also the song that cost John Lennon a lot of money.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because the first line of the song is "Here Come Old Flat Top,"
Yeah.
and Lennon nicked that for "Come Together" by the Beatles,
Sure.
and Chuck Berry sued him for it.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, and then so when Lennon was doing his rock and roll album a few years later, he had to include a few Chuck Berry songs too as a sort of payoff.
Ah, the business.
You're not going to get past Chuck
Oh, no, no.
when it comes to the money. So that's another little tidbit on that. But yeah, he did cover "You Can't Catch Me" on the rock and roll album, but I think he did anyway.
Oh,
But
as a side note, did you happen to catch on the YouTube someone caught on Dylan's latest show? He covered Rollover Beethoven.
he did, yeah, he did the other night. He's never
Yeah.
done that before.
No, sounded great.
He's done a few Chuck Berry songs in the last year. I think he did in the
Has
Dean
he?
at once. So yeah, I think he
Oh,
did
I
in the
love
Dean.
Nadine.
I can't remember what the other one was.
How cool is that? Well, I wonder what caused him to do that.
Well, he did a Jimmy Rogers song the other night, and he just does these. he just throws these songs in there again. I mean, the set list of his own songs is pretty constant, has been for quite a while, but he just threw this in.
When's the last time you saw him?
November 22. I think he's only, since the last 18 months, he's only played in North America, but I think we'll get some shows before the end of the year. So
yeah,
I'll get him a 50th Dylan show there.
Wow, very nice. What was your first one?
84.
Oh, was Mick Taylor on that one?
Newcastle. It's the one that's on the real live album.
Oh, I love that album.
Saw him in Newcastle and Slane.
I feel like that is Dylan trying to be more like the Stones. I mean, he's got
Ian McLagan's a piano player.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he had Colin Allen, who drummed with Blues Breakers. He's the drummer. So
and remind me of the bass player, Gary
No, it was Greg Sutton.
Greg, yes.
He just died recently. Actually.
Yes, he did.
He was with that band where Ian McKay was in.
And he sang that song, You Really Got to Use Your Imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, he had some pipes.
No, yeah, it was good, yeah.
Yeah. All right, very good. A great first cut. What's your second best of Brian Jones era?
The next one is another cover. It's called Look What You Done. Muddy Waters cover from their first session at Chess in June 1964. The one where Keith claimed that Muddy was painting the goddamn ceiling, which was, we all know it's an urban myth, but
right.
Keith liked to believe these things. Again, it's a song I don't think they've ever played live. But I think it's just a lovely cover. Stu on piano almost steals it. One of Brian Jones's best harmonica performances. That's just a lovely track.
Nice. Yeah, you're going for the deep cuts here, Gare.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of other people you're going to ask, but maybe you're going to go for Painted Black and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I would mix things up.
Oh, yeah.
These aren't necessarily all the favorites. You Can't Catch Me is one of my all-time favorites, but they're just songs that I really like.
No, that's great. All right, what you got for number 3?
A bit more of a better-known one. This is She's a Rainbow.
Nice.
They never played this live until 30 years. I mean, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of the Stones psychedelic era. Maybe because I never took acid. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. To me, I will argue that Satanic Majesty should have been an EP. It would have been a brilliant EP, but as an album, it doesn't work for me.
That's a great premise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just don't think the songs were there,
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is an exception. I think this is a fantastic single. Great track. Brian Jones on mellotron. With the horn sounds that come out of the mellotron. Strings by John Paul Jones, later of Led Zeppelin. And Charlie strumming on it is absolutely stellar. An absolutely brilliant track. And Mick sings Rainbow just like he did on Blinded by You. It goes almost 30 years later. He sounds the same. He hasn't changed. Yep. I just think that's a lovely track. So it's held up. A lot of psychedelic stuff hasn't really held up well 50, 60 years later, but I think that song really has. They used it in a TV commercial here a while back. I don't know if they did that in America.
That sounds familiar. Do you remember what product it was for? It sounds familiar. It may have. But see, I don't really watch.
It was something big. I'm not sure if it was Apple, but it was something.
That sounds familiar. Yeah,
it was really huge. Yeah, so I think it got a new lease of life from that. But yeah, it's just a beautiful track.
And
everything about it is just wonderful.
And that was more of a Keith conception. Was it melody wise?
I don't know. Possibly, yeah. I mean, Keith was writing most of the music.
Yeah.
It has Brian's mellotron playing that is just his part to that is beautiful.
Nice pick. All right, 2 more to go.
This one's a bit more of a well-known one, Child of the Moon.
Yeah.
This is one of the first songs they did with Jimmy Mueller after it was Tonic Majesty's era. So they did this. This was the B-side of Jumpin' Jack Flash. This, to me, this could have been a #1 single on its own. And they put this as a non-album B-side, which is ridiculous. You know, it just goes to show how brilliant the Stones were in that era. When you get a song like that as a B-side and just forget about it. Because it wasn't on an album. It only appeared on more Hot Rocks or something like that.
Was that the first time on a widespread thing?
It might have been, yeah. I don't think it was on any compilations before that.
What year was more Hot Rocks?
I think it was about 72, was it?
Okay.
Yeah. Hot Rocks was 71, I think. More Hot Rocks. I might be wrong that it's on that, but it's only on compilations, you know, so it's, I'm probably going to be called out for being wrong. I'm not lose sleep over that. I did a playlist the other day there of my favorite Nicky Hopkins songs because it was his 80th birthday with Spotify playlist.
Oh, yeah.
And listening to this song again, I really should have included this one. Nicky Hopkins' organ part of this is beautiful. Bill Wyman's fuzz bass is pretty special. And did you know Brian Jones played saxophone on this?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Do you know when I found out?
Huh.
About half an hour ago. I've listened to the song about 1,000 times, and I just found out today that Brian Jones plays saxophone on it.
Wow.
You can't really hear him unless he's very well down in the mix along with the fuzz bass. But
what's funny, because somewhat recently I remember seeing, on Brian's bio, the word saxophone being part of his roster of instruments. I was like, where was that? I'm like, okay.
I can't think of any other Stone song where he plays saxophone. He doesn't play it on Satanic Majesty's on it. But it's saxophone on this.
Very cool. Nice cool out.
Mick described this as having a country and western influence. But
A what?
A country and western influence. That's what he said at the time. I can't say it myself, but to me, this is one of the greatest B-sides by anybody, let alone the Stones. I think it's a fantastic track. One of my favorite ever Stones songs. Again, they've never played it live.
Yeah.
No doubt they never will. But great lost song.
God, I can't imagine the circumstances where they could even consider it.
Those days are long gone, long consigned to history. I've given you 4 songs here, and 3 of them have never been played live.
Yes.
And one of them wasn't played live until 1997.
Well, then we have hope that the AI Stones can deliver a good rendition of Child of the Moon in 50 years.
Yeah.
And here's your top choice for the Brian Jones era.
Well, my last choice here is No Expectations, which was actually, I think it's generally regarded as one of the last things that Brian played on, where he made a big contribution to. I mean, he's on probably a few songs after this, but not significant. I mean, I think he's on Midnight Ramble and stuff like that. But maybe not significantly on it. But his slide playing on this is gorgeous, especially in tandem with Nicky Hopkins' piano. You know, that line about water splashing off a stone it just reminds me of the slide guitar and the piano and that. It's very onomatopoeic. Was that a word?
Yeah.
You don't use that. You don't have that word in your podcasts very often.
You get the award for using onomatopoeia.
Yeah, I knew it would work it in somewhere. Everybody's scrambling to see what the hell is he talking about.
That's your goal the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I set out to do.
Obscure grammar terminology. Yeah. Well, as a next episode, we can both diagram some sentences, and then we'll have some fun.
Yeah. So that's a great track. Brian and Nicky really make this song for me. It's a beautiful song. They actually, they played that at the Rock and Roll Circus. That was when they debuted it. And then I think they played it a couple of times. I think they might have played it in Australia in '73 and things like that. And then even in the 90s, they played it a couple of times in stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the Stones playing that in the stadium?
Yeah, especially today. Yeah.
I mean, back in the 90s, you could get away with playing that in the stadium. But,
Yeah.
you know, people say now, oh, you can't play these obscure songs in stadiums. They used to.
Yeah.
They played it not often, but they played it occasionally, you know.
Yeah, they even played it right into the, I think last consistent time was on the Licks tour.
Hmm.
You know, but not recently. And Ronnie does a great job to homage it to Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, great. That's a great list, Gare. Love that list. Got some obscure ones.
Yeah.
I love that. No one's gonna pick "You Can't Catch Me," and that's the point of this video.
You're lost. You're
Huh?
lost. You're lost, folks. Check it out. Listen to your headphones and listen to that bass. It's incredible. Great song.
Well, I'm super glad you mentioned Bill Wyman, because I think a lot of people don't feel that Bill Wyman is hard to kind of spot during this period.
Yeah, I'm not a musician, you know, man, but I don't have the ears for music that some of your other contributors would have, you know. But I just think the bass on that is fantastic. It's really like a soul. It just runs like a train.
Nice.
It's fabulous, and it's the whole way through the song, but especially in the solo.
I can't wait to go back and listen to it myself now. But that's a great one. That's what I want this video to do, is to get people to go, oh, that's interesting.
Your feet will not stay still. I guarantee it.
I love it. All right, very good. Let's move on to your most wanted songs to hear on the tour.
Oh, well, You Can't Catch Me. There's no one, but that's not going to happen. Oh, you've pinned me with that one. I'd like to hear them keep Out of Time in the show. That really worked well. I was amazed that they didn't play that for so long. They did play it in the mid-60s, but they didn't play it again until 2022.
So they did play it once before that?
They played it a few times. There's no recording of it. I used to think that they never played it, but doing a bit of research on my Setlists page, it seems that, according to Bill Wyman, they did play it in 66.
Well, someone's got to update Setlists.fm.
Mick says on stage we've never played it, but you know, it's Mick. Mick doesn't know.
Well, he probably referenced what I referenced, because I jumped on Setlist.fm and they play.
No. Some people have been doing set lists long before.
Yes, I know. Okay, good to know, because I have in my video I mentioned Out of Time as well, but I researched it not enough, and I should update it that they did play.
Well, when I did my own original set list page, that said that it had never been played live.
Interesting.
But that's it. You know, now I know that has. It was played on the 66 tour.
Do you have a track from the 70s or 80s that you'd want to hear?
Slave.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've rehearsed that for tours before, but never played it. There's footage of them rehearsing Slave a couple times, you know, with the, you know, in more recent tours, but they've just never performed it. Right. That would be a good song to play live, you know.
That'd be perfect on the B stage.
Oh, they don't do B stages now, but I mean, I think that's been played out years ago, B stages. But yeah, I think that'll be a great track to play live. But whether it would work in a stadium, I don't know. I'm not so sure. You know, I mean, they tend to sort of go for the stadium rock anthems now, don't they?
Yeah, really, it's all pretty bombastic.
Yeah, that's a good word. That's your word of the day.
It scores 1-1, eh, Gare?
Yeah, okay.
All right, very good. I am going to end recording there. I think we